Good day to you, dear subscribers and visitors of the channel. Viewers love spectacular blockbusters about the future or the end of the world. We watch them and think that this is simply a fantastic invention from the movie director, or maybe they have a secret meaning. So in this list, we have collected 3 films for you, which we will look at through the viewpoint of the real-world spiritual genocide. Let's do it. The movie Avatar is the first movie on our list. It's the year 2154. The distant and densely populated planet Pandora is filled with rare deposits of a unique mineral. A resource-extracting company wants to lay its hands on this wealth, but the Na'vi live on Pandora. They are highly spiritual inhabitants of the planet and live in unity with nature. They believe in the energy flows that permeate everything around them. The plot describes the daily routine of humanity. Someone liked something that someone else had, and alas, decided to obtain it. I mean, look at all that cheddar. What if they won't go? I'm betting that they will. Do you think these types of things wouldn't happen in the real world? Let's delve into just one of the thousands of examples of how the same thing happens in life, not in space, but in a remote corner of the Urals. A monastery was built on Mount Kakinar in 1995. People come all over Russia to visit it. They studied Buddhism and helped build the temple, despite the court's demands to demolish it. Kakinar is a factory-based town. It was settled above an ore deposit half a century ago. In 2006, the company Ivraz was allowed to develop a new quarry here. It is now forbidden to live near the quarry, so now the company wants to evict the Buddhists from the mountain. I am against mining on such a scale, not because I'm an opponent of technological progress. I believe that the metal that has been already mined would be enough for hundreds of years if used wisely. I'll go out of my way, but I won't let them do that. The law enforcement officers gave the Buddhists time to voluntarily leave the mountain. Many people began to speak out in defense of the temple, and the authorities decided to stop the demolition of the monastery for now. Now let's move on to the second film of our list. It's Equilibrium. The film takes place in the near future. Almost the entire world lies in ruins after the end of the Third World War. The city's power belongs to the Tetragrammaton Council led by Father. A totalitarian regime has been established. The authorities declare human emotions to be the cause of all problems. To suppress these emotions, people are required daily to take a special drug. All works of art and everything that can cause emotions are subject to destruction. It's real. Burn it. Law enforcement is entrusted to the special police. Their tasks include the search for so-called emotional criminals, people who have stopped taking the drugs, and hide works of art. The authorities themselves have not taken the drug for a long time and are emotional criminals. Why then are people not allowed to have feelings? Everything is simple. Without emotions, a person is a perfectly programmed machine, an obedient performer, a puppet. Was this the very same reason authorities were guided in the real world when the museum named after Nicholas Roerich, the great Russian artist and mystic philosopher, was destroyed in the center of Moscow? Destroyed, not closed down. It was done in the most barbaric way. Men from uniformed services broke into the museum and cut the paintings out of their frames. If I didn't know that the investigators and the legal staff of the Ministry of Culture and the Museum of Oriental Art were involved in this action, I would say that on March 7th we were attacked by bandits. The works by the Roriks reflected the cosmic worldview. They allowed you to come into contact with the boundless and majestic world of beauty. This is not just a museum, after all. This is the center of new thinking. This center is connected with the great teachers, with their deeds, with their plans. These plans bring a better future for Russia. The paintings by Nicholas Roerich are objective art. They awaken sublime feelings. Such art is not profitable for those who need obedient performers. Why are you alive? I live to safeguard the continuity of this great society. It's circular. You exist to continue your existence? What's the point? What's the point of your existence? To feel. Because you've never done it, you can never know it. But it's as vital as breath. And without it, breath is just a clock ticking. And so, we're now on the last film of our list, Divergent. It's a post-war world with almost no survivors. The remaining people are divided into 5 factions. Members of the Amity faction cultivate the land. They are kind and harmonious. For the Kandor faction, honesty and order are most important. There is also the Dauntless faction, who are defenders, soldiers, and police. Those for whom knowledge and logic are above all else make up the erudite. The last faction is abnegation. Their life is simple, devoid of selfishness, and they are dedicated to others. But there is another kind of people, divergents. They are dangerous for the system, because they possess the qualities of all 5 factions, and think outside the box. You don't conform. Your mind works in a million different ways. They're scared of you. Divergents threaten that system. They are being destroyed, but only divergents are able to restore peace on Earth. Who are the divergents, the saviors in the real world? And now, let's take off the glasses of illusion. These are not spectacular Hollywood stars. They are more often rejected by society. Their ideology causes a revolution. These are all spiritual teachers of humanity. They are not pleasing to the system. They can see the world without illusions and are able to awaken other people. They are poisoned, crucified, and imprisoned on trumped-up charges. But the most important weapon against them is slander. Slander of their teachings, and slander of their schools. Artificial fear is created, along with fear of such people, their teachings, and sects. Well, our list has come to an end. We hope that it was useful to you. See you soon. We invite you to join spiritual seminars, workshops, and retreats hosted by the Leader Masters. Reveal your superpowers, find your predestination, and accumulate power to gain well-being and bring your goals to life. Send an email saying, "I want to join the seminar" to our mailbox, and we will give you all the information. See you soon.